Do you feel disappointed every time you look in the mirror? Do you feel ugly? Maybe someone's told you you're ugly. Probably family or friends who bullied you for being fat or chubby. Maybe they were mocking your style. I know it happened to me. You always imagine what it's like to be fit, to be attractive. Maybe you even suck your stomach in front of the mirror, imagining what you would look like that. You've tried to look better. You've tried to upgrade your style. You've tried to start working out, fix your diet. But nothing sticks. But you do want to become more attractive. You do want to feel more confident in yourself. You do want a six-pack, not just for the vanity, but to please your wife. You do want a six-pack. You want to look lean. You want to be attractive to attract your future spouse. You see all these young Muslim men taking care of themselves, working out, and just having this aura and Noor about them that you desire. And Allahumma barak for them. But I'll give you the good news. I've gone through the exact same thing you've gone through. I suffered being ugly. I looked all over the internet trying to find a simple solution to fix my problems of being ugly in the light of the Quran, the Sunnah, and science-based principles. And alhamdulillah, I have applied it over the last 5 years, 6 years around. And alhamdulillah, I got exponential results. Today, that's exactly what we're going to be fixing for you. We're going to solve this problem for you. And we're going to be breaking down the 3 highest leverage and simplest things that you can do that will exponentially grow your attractiveness. Bi'idhnillah azza wa jal. However, if you don't know who I am, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Sultan. I'm a 19-year-old South African revert, and I have been a revert to Islam for about 2 years now, alhamdulillah. And I've been on self-development for about 4 years, almost 5 years now, alhamdulillah. And in that time, I've spent the last 1.5 years making videos for young Muslim men just like you, helping them to develop themselves in light of the Quran, Sunnah, and science. And alhamdulillah, by Allah's permission, I've helped over 300,000 brothers just like you in this journey, and I want to help you as well. So let's get into that. P.S. If you are a young Muslim man who still hasn't annihilated your porn addiction, you're still stuck watching the filthy porn that you can't shake, and you want to finally take your first practical step to start destroying it, you can check out the No Step Back Starter Kit, link in the description, and take action. Let's get started. Bismillah. First, highest leverage thing that's gonna make you attractive, and it's working out. Now, I know it sounds cliche and everyone's already said this, and I've watched probably like 100 plus videos on looking attractive and style and grooming the hair. It's like the first thing that I did on self-improvement when I was about 14, 15 years old. And the most repeated advice all over the internet is to get in shape. And honestly, it's the most important, right? When I was in the moment, it's like, yeah, everyone's saying the same thing. Where's the secret? The secret is actually this. And most would say this would be looking like an aesthetic physique. But I'm not about to tell you all this looks maxing jargon and you're gonna start mewing and like none of that. I'm a simple guy. Okay, so what you need to do is simply to get lean, lose fat, and put on some muscles. And you don't even need that much muscles. I'm telling you from my research, you don't need that much muscles to be in shape for the female gaze, right? You can want it, no problem with that, right? You don't need that much. It's more about creating the male, in terms of getting in shape, it's more about creating the male equivalent of the female's hourglass figure, right? That the guys like. Stay with me, say, wallah, you're not gonna go watch haram, right? You can see it as is that men can build their curves and women are born with it. To some extent, they can build it, right? But to the most part, the man has to build his curves or his figure, right? The V-taper build. And like building your curves, quite literally, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your abs. These things are those curves that, like the women see in us that we see in them. Most Muslims, young Muslims, are probably either skinny, fat, or chubby. So the advice I'd give you, which is super simple, actionable to working out, right? Because everyone's gonna give you a billion things. Just start training 3 to 5 times a week. Whether you do it at home workout, whether you do ab workouts, boxing workouts, MMA, gym, whatever. 3 to 5 times a week, 30 to 60 minutes a day. And then you miss 1 meal a day. That's better if you do it every day, but you can also do it 5 days a week, right? And on Saturday and Sunday, you can cheat. That's what I did. That like exponentially changed my life. Literally, that's what I did when I was still chubby, about 2021. For the first 3 months of the year, I literally just missed 1 meal and I trained 5 times a week, doing some boxing for 10 minutes, doing some ab workouts. And literally just by doing that, you lose like a lot of fat, right? I'm telling you, that's what happened to me. And if you are skinny, right, all I would say is just instead of eating less, add a meal and do the same thing. So don't complicate it. Everyone and their mom has a billion things to say about bulking and cutting and losing weight and getting in shape. It's all simple. Build a little muscle, lose a little fat. If you do want some more understanding with this, I have my own videos talking about the gym. If you want to do the gym, I have videos on muscle building and the physique methodology. You can watch here some free mini courses I made for you. And you have Jallo. Brother Jallo, may Allah Azza wa Jal bless him. He made an amazing video on working out at home. I think there's no one best to send you to except for him. If you want to do home workouts, check him out. Point number 2 is that style is simple. Just be presentable, right? Again, I've watched 100 plus, maybe 500 plus videos on men's fashion, grooming, etc. And honestly, there's a lot of fluff. And when I started self-improvement about 4 or 5 years ago, I started with training. That was the first thing I did at 3 months when I was chubby. Then I started with style, and I redid my wardrobe. I tried different styles and aesthetics, and honestly, I've tried really hard to be like stylish. But honestly, being a man is simple, bro. Being a man is so simple, and the Sunnah actually encapsulates all the advices that I heard. All the advices I spent all this time working, you can learn it from the Sunnah. Very simply, your physique is pretty much enough, right? If you're a man who has a nice physique, that's already rare. Okay, so you're pretty much fine. If you wanna do fashion and explore it, I have a brother, may Allah Azza wa Jal bless him, was one of my best friends. He loves fashion. You know, I like fashion, but he loves fashion. So if you want to explore that as a hobby and it's halal, and is bad, etc., that's great, that's fun, that's cool. But in reality, if you want simple advice, you just gotta be clean, be presentable, and by this I mean just have good hygiene. You know, brush your teeth, get a haircut, do the Sunnah in terms of like trimming your lip, and growing the beard, and manscaping when you need a manscape, cutting your nails. These simple things, right? Smell good, and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam loved perfume. It's a Sunnah to wear it, so wear perfume. Make sure you're wearing deodorant. It's these simple things. Just be clean, bath, and be presentable. Wear clean clothes. Simple clothes, but clean clothes. You don't need to go buy designer to be stylish. You just need simple clothes. And in terms of like more high level knowledge, you can start with monochrome outfits, right? So that's like outfits of the same color. Like that's pretty much the highest leverage, right? So if you were all black or all white or all blue or whatever, you look super stylish. Very simple. You can do the same thing with Muslim type of style. And to some point, you will understand color theory, right? Like which colors contrast, for example, like beige and olive and navy and beige and black and gray, and like for example red and black, like you'll learn that over time. You can also look at Pinterest if you want to get more of an knack for it, but in simple, just monochrome. You can wear like a green thobe and a green kafia. You can wear black shirt, black pants, black shoes, all of that with like layers, then layers, all that other thing. You can look for that on Pinterest and stuff, but in simplicity, monochrome. And comfort is key. This is something that I didn't have before. Comfort is key. Of course, wearing baggy clothes is the best. It's the Sunnah. If you're comfortable in your clothes, be comfortable with you. Keep yourself clean. Honor your hair. Right, this is the Sunnah. Be presentable. Make sure your hair is fine, your beard is oiled, shampoo, whatever. All that simple things. Get a face cleanser. It's the things that you logically know what to do. Be clean and be presentable. That's it. Literally to encapsulate every single video of men's fashion. Number 3 is gain some Noor. You know those people who just have Noor and they have a great personality. Not even just about charisma. It's like a charisma from the deen. Like there's certain imams in the masjid, when they stand, you just like, I don't know, you just feel something, right? They're just like, whoa, that guy's sick. Right? You just feel it, right? And that's the missing piece that the kuffar don't have, because, you know, we have Islam. And the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the best to embody this, right? Many Sahaba used to say that he was extremely handsome, right? And it was because of his Noor, his presence as a man, his aura as a man, just standing there. You could feel it. Right? And what we can do to emulate that is make dua for that Noor. You can strive in the deen, right? Like doing more ibadah, and you can strive in the Sunnah, right? So if you do these 3 things, for example, like smiling. Smiling is one of them. But you already feel something different from me just because I'm smiling, because you're smiling, right? We're all good, right? You're feeling good aura. Greeting with the full salam. There's someone, sometimes, you know, in the masjid, someone's like, I say assalamu alaikum, and they're like, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's like, I don't know. It's like, whoa. This guy's cool, right? Being gentle, like, and caring, like the Sunnah requires. And all this leads to getting that Noor, and Allah knows best, but make dua for it. I'm sure there are books on this topic, like specific, that I want to find as well. I'm sure there's books on the topic of being attractive in Islam, man. Islam has so much knowledge, it's crazy. Anyway, this is the missing piece of charisma, of Noor, of barakah, that aura that we want to gain for that attractiveness. Because attractiveness is also inside. You know, when you're doing the right things in the deen, you have good akhlaq, you have good manners. P.S. I have a mini course on akhlaq and manners right here. If you want to check it out for free, I'll give it to you. This is the missing piece that will make us more attractive. Attractiveness is simple. Get in shape, be clean and presentable, and get some Noor. If you want some more in-depth like explanation of style and this and that, I have a whole mini course, a bunch, like 30,000 brothers benefited from. You can check it out right here. I know it sounds small, I know it sounds simple, but it will skyrocket your attractiveness in time. This is what I did. These are the simple things that, over all the knowledge that I gained and all the time that I've done, this is the most simple things that we can bail it down to, right? The truth is that we have 4 months left in the year. We don't have to be lazy. We can still revolutionize our attractiveness. We can revolutionize our deen and dunya, right? In just 4 months. I told you in 3 months I lost all that weight and became more stylish. In 4 months, by the end of April, I was a different person. You can be as well. And plus, I'm going to give you an extra gift, which is going to be the free self-development course I made for you in light of the Quran, Sunnah, and science-based principles. The deen-driven development courses here as well. And of course, get that mini course of looks maxing of Islam that I said the other day. That's really good. I put all my knowledge there, right? Like deep and depth type of stuff. But jazakallah for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.